An old man smeared cheap paint across a young boy's face. Then he set up a tiny makeshift stage. As night fell over the small town, the curtain pulled back, and the crowd gasped. Standing center stage was a boy without arms or legs. The audience froze in horror until the boy opened his mouth. His voice was rich, deep, magnetic, and in that instant, fear gave way to awe. He recited poetry, sometimes fiery and passionate, other times soft and heartbreaking. By the end, the audience was transformed. They erupted in applause, their souls stirred. Seizing the moment, the old man stepped forward and casually collected the tips. This act, this perfect routine, they had done it 100 times. They traveled town to town. The boy performed. The old man handled everything else. They were inseparable, closer than father and son, and it seemed like they'd live this way forever. But over time, things began to change. The crowds thinned, the money dried up. No matter what they tried, nothing worked. The old man grew frustrated. His care turned cold. He began feeding the boy boiling porridge without even cooling it down. The boy didn't complain. When thirsty, he simply caught snowflakes with his tongue. One evening, the old man got drunk. The boy could sense something was wrong, but there was nothing he could do. Then the old man carried him to a brothel. As usual, he placed the boy at the foot of the bed. But tonight, he hesitated. He turned the boy to face the wall. 3 minutes later, he turned him back. The woman tried to charge more. "You ever had any?" she asked. "Once," the boy whispered. That night, he gave the performance of his life. His voice trembled with emotion. "I all alone beweep my outcast state, and trouble deaf heaven with my bootless cries." But only 3 people showed up. As expected, they made no money. Disheartened, the old man packed up. But then he heard laughter nearby. Curious, he followed the noise and found a massive crowd. They weren't there for poetry. They were cheering for a chicken. But not just any chicken. This one could do math, addition, subtraction. The crowd roared with delight. No article, no depth, just pure entertainment. And in that moment, the old man understood. The next day, he bought the chicken at a high price. He fed it well, gave it everything. But the boy, he got nothing. No food, no words, just silence. He watched, powerless, as a chicken took his place. He was angry, hurt, but he never expected what came next. One day, the old man stopped at a bridge. He studied the river below, tossed a heavy stone in, testing the depth. Then, he slowly returned to the cart. Moments later, the cart rolled away, as if nothing had happened. But this time, the boy was no longer inside. This is a segment from The Ballad of Buster Scruggs, a chapter called The Meal Ticket. On the surface, it's a tale of betrayal, but underneath, it's a chilling metaphor for capitalism. In today's hyper-specialized world, workers are like that boy, reduced to single-skill machines. They give everything, only to be discarded the moment something cheaper, faster comes along. And when that day comes, we're left with nothing but a cold, silent rive.